Okay, so what's up, guys? My name is Jared Tolliver, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys all about the exercise bent over rows. So in this video, we're going to go over, I'd say, 4 phases. You can realistically put the last phase into one phase, but that's besides the point. And we're going to be using lightweight here, just so that way we get the form and everything right. And I'm gonna go through the phases really slowly at first, and then I'm gonna show you guys a couple repetitions, one from the side view, one from the front view, just so that way you guys can get a total view of how to do this. And lastly, I'm gonna tell you guys some things that you should and shouldn't do during this exercise, and then we're gonna go over the muscles that are being used during this exercise. So as you guys can see, really lightweight, just to make it easy. And yeah, I think it's important to go over what muscles we're using, because it's important to know things. It's important that before you start any exercise program that you get properly screened and such. So yeah, let's get into this. Alright, what's up again? So a lot of these videos are going to be in clips. Some of these videos you're going to hear the audio from the actual video cut out, and I'm going to be commentating over it to give you guys, just some information, some wisdom. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the 4 phases of the exercise. We're going to do this really slowly, so that way everybody knows, what to do, because I know sometimes people can get lost. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go over phase 1. So phase 1 is just picking up the bar, and you want to pick up the bar just normally, kind of like you would a deadlift. And yeah, let me demonstrate that right now. Okay, so that was phase 1, and I'm sorry I gotta go in and out. I don't really have any way to record my audio. But so for phase 2, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend our knees. We're gonna kind of put the bar back on the ground. I know it seems kind of counterintuitive. And then we're going to make sure our back is straight. And to make sure that your back is straight is that you want to keep your head up. So I'm gonna demonstrate that right now. Alright, so that is phase 2 of the exercise. So phase 3 and 4 are going to be the pulling motions of this exercise. So this is where it's going to actually do the work for us. So phase 3 is when you're pulling the weight inward, and you want to pull it inward to about the center of your abdomen. And then phase 4 is when you then extend your arms fully out, make sure the bar is about touching the ground, and then you just want to repeat phase 3 and 4 until you get your reps done. So I will demonstrate that right now. So as you guys can see, it's just a simple pulling motion. It's going right into the middle of my abdomen, and it's just as simple and as clean as that. So now I'm going to show you guys a front view, and yeah, we'll cut to the next video. Alright, we're back in the next video clip, and I'm going to be showing you guys the front view of a bent over row. Alright, so as you guys can see in the front view, my elbows are kind of peeked out. My hands are wider than my shoulders, and it's just a simple pull. Alright, so for the last part of this video in the gym, I'm going to show you guys some do's and don'ts, and give you guys some personal tips on what to do during this exercise. So my very first tip is just start out lightweight. This is an exercise that's really easy to get sloppy with your form, especially when you start going up in weight. I'm a relatively really strong guy, and even I do lightweight on this. The most I'll go is like 45 pounds on each side, and even then I can sometimes lose my form. And then the next tip I'm going to give you guys is to really watch where you're pulling the bar. Make sure that you're pulling the bar to your abdomen. So I'm going to show you guys where not to pull the bar. So you don't want the bar to be pulled right here. This is where you don't want the bar to be pulled. That is in the middle of your chest. Alright, what's up guys? So just the last little, part of this video. By the way, if I sound like I'm out of breath in all the other parts, it's because I am. I've been warming up, practicing, doing stuff like that. So I'm pretty tired. And yeah, it's a pretty hot day outside. So just a little tip here, make sure you stay hydrated during these exercises. So I throw that out there. So we went over the do-nots, and now we're going over the do's, like what you should do to make this exercise the most effective that you can. So one of the things that you can do to make this exercise the most effective is to really watch where you are placing your hands. So you don't want your hands to be closed in like this. You want your hands to be a little bit wider like this. Usually you can tell just by the way your shoulders are. So if your shoulders look a lot more in like this, that's bad. Look a lot more spread out like this, that's a good grip. And then lastly, one of my recommendations is to pull all the way through. Do not do a half pull like this. Pull all the way through. You want to make sure your elbows are like this. Alright, what's up? So, now we're going to switch to the recording part of this, and this is basically when I'm going to show you guys in this PowerPoint what muscles are being used and where those muscles are located. So we're going to go over to the slideshow. I'm going to go from beginning, and yeah, these are the muscles being used in bent over row. Alright, so first we got the trapezius. You may know it as your traps, and as you can see, it's right there, on like the back of your shoulder. Extends all the way up here, back here, just along your spine. Next, we got the teres major and minor. So this is along your shoulder blade. So this right here is what you would consider, is what a lot of people would consider your shoulder blade. And that's right there. And that's right there. Alright, we got your rhomboids and your deltoid. So your deltoid, or your delts, as most people would call them. Deltoids on the back of your shoulder. Your rhomboids are kind of like underneath the trapezius. So they're just right here. And I decided to put deltoids and rhomboids together just because it's easier to get them done in one slide. And it's a pretty nice thing to show off. I like anatomy. I don't know about you guys. Alright, lastly we got your latissimus dorsi. I hope I said that right. If I pronounced any of these wrong, just know uh, I'm not good at pronouncing these things. So this one, as you can see, it's right along the lower part of your spine. And this is a really big helper in the pulling motion of the bent over row, and it extends right here to your forearm. I mean, not your forearm, but right here to your upper arm. My bad. And yeah, that is the end of that slideshow. So, I had a lot of fun making this. It's really informative. And just to get the whole gist of all these muscles right here, all these muscles are helping you in that pulling motion that I showed off in this video. Um, and hopefully I can pull that back up, and then we can just mute the video. We'll get a better view of it. Hold on, right quick, right, no, it's not right there. Yeah, there it is. So that's that pulling motion right there. As you can see, our traps right here are working. Obviously I can't show you a back view, or I'd show you all the other muscles working, and I can't show you me being shirtless, because that would be kind of against, I'm pretty sure it's against like community guidelines or something like that. Also, I'm sure nobody wants to see me shirtless, but yeah, this was a really good exercise for me personally. I'm not gonna lie. After all the practice runs that I did and stuff like that, I was pretty sore. This is a great exercise. Just a quick reminder again, please make sure that you get screened before you start any exercise program. We don't want any injuries or events happening. Events being like any cardiovascular events, any like just anything bad that could happen to you. We don't want anything bad to happen to you. And yeah, this is the end of the bent over rows video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be making quite a few of these. Next up we have barbell bench press, which is my favorite exercise. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.